It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Welcome inside the Iron Palace as the Trenton Central Tornadoes are hoping to avoid losing 2 straight games in this building. Their only loss came here during the Capital City Classic to Newark Eastside, but they still are on a roll since then. They're now 19-1. They took down Ewing, who was the only team that was competing with them closely in the CVC, and now they take on a 5-10 TCPA team. Great to have you with us. Keith Noonan alongside Mercer County Hall of Famer Rich Fisher with you tonight. We'll get into the matchup in just a moment. This game is sponsored in part by Capital Health System, Holdeman Ford Subaru, New Jersey Education Association, the Revere Restaurant, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, Team Toyota, Trenton Catholic Academy, Hyundai of Trenton, Capital Area, YMCA, the Trentonian, the Italian People's Bakery, Mako and Ewing, and by Saul Funeral Homes. Fish, it's another interesting matchup here on the network, and obviously Trenton Central, you look at them, you look at what they've done, you would expect them to come out and play the way they always do, which would mean a very, very tall task for Trenton Catholic, but at the same time, you can't look away from any of these games, and that's what Trenton's going to have to fight tonight.
Right, exactly. These next 2 nights they're kind of the calm between 2 storms for the Tornadoes. I mean, they're coming off an emotional, hard-fought win at Ewing Tuesday night, and they're playing a struggling TCPA tonight, and tomorrow they play a scrappy, but, they're also scuffling Princeton tomorrow night. Then after that, it gets interesting. Tornadoes take on St. Thomas Aquinas, which is 19-1, just like Trenton is, and then they play Life Center, which is 11-5. Then you have the county and state tournaments. So I guess you can figure tonight and tomorrow are the sort of trap games, if you may, for the Tornadoes. But I don't know if a slight letdown can make a difference for a team that just played so very well against the Blue Devils. And here's the interesting thing. Lest you think that Trenton has nothing to play for, they don't want to stub their toe today or tomorrow and risk a number 1 MCT seed. I don't think 1 loss would matter, but if they somehow kablooied and lost them both, that could be trouble. But even bigger reason tonight why this is a big game. It has been nearly 10 years to the day that the Tornadoes have beaten the Iron Mikes. They have not beaten Trenton Catholic since February 11th, 2013. 1 week after that regular season game, TCA beat Trenton in the county tournament, and that was the start of a 9-game winning streak against the Tornadoes. So TCPA comes in here having won 9 straight against Trenton. It seems hard to believe that Trenton could lose 9 straight to anybody, and there were some good Trenton teams in there that are part of this losing streak. But that's how good TCA's been over the years. I'll tell you what, though, if that streak's going to end, it's going to be tonight. I mean, I'm sure to avoid a letdown that Coach Darryl Pup Young is mentioning that little losing streak to his players right now. Like,
you think it's a little whiteboard, clipboard material?
Maybe. To be honest, I'm not even sure if he's aware of it. I mean, I'm thinking he might be using it as inspiration, but I mean, he probably knows that they haven't won the last couple years at least. But
right.
I don't know if he realizes it goes back to the Greg Grant days. Now Trenton Catholic, they've struggled to find their footing this year, standing just 5-10. They're coming off a 71-52 win over Medford Tech, which is kind of a bright spot considering that opening day, Medford crushed the Mikes 86-60.
Right.
So now you're talking about a 45-point turnaround there.
Bryson Whitfield, 25 points, 10 boards in that game.
Right. And, TCPA, they're trying to win 2 straight for just the 2nd time this season. And to do so, they're going to need a big game from Whitfield. At least, he's averaging 17 per game. He's coming off his 70th or 7th. I'm sorry, his 7th 20-plus scoring game the other night.
Wow, 70, 20-plus.
70, yeah, 70, yeah. Guys in the NBA.
Yeah.
But, the Mikes are going to need more than that to counter the depth of Trenton. That includes, the usual suspects, Cameron Goss, Chris Wilson, Devontae Hudson, Antoine Bridget, and that's just the first wave, and then they bring the other guys in. So it's going to be a long shot for the Mikes to maintain their dominance over Trenton. But as the old saying goes, Flash, that's why they play the games.
Absolutely. Well, that's what we talked about right off the top, right, is that if you're Trenton, you just want to avoid, like you said, stubbing your toe. And I'm sure they're coming into this game because we've talked to players, at least I have, that have come in after certain games and said, hey, we really thought we were going to win this game easily, and it turned out to be very difficult. So that's something that Trenton and Darryl Pup Young want to avoid tonight. I'm sure they'd love to be up big at halftime, but history this year shows us that they've played a lot of tight games where we thought they'd probably run away with it.
Yeah.
And then they end up doing it later on in the game, but it has taken them a little bit.
Well, I think, who did we talk to after the Hamilton game? I think it was Antoine Bridget.
Yeah.
And he was
Not
kind
happy.
of furious with his team for thinking that they looked past the Hornets in that game, and they almost got beat. They won 34-30. I always laugh when I say that score, 34-30. But yeah, it's one thing if you don't come with your A game. I mean, if you come with your B plus game, you're still in pretty good shape. If you come with your C game or less, because look, let's face it, Trenton Catholic does have some talent. They do. Obviously, they're not loaded like these teams have been in years past, but they have enough talent to spring an upset. But if Trenton just comes out and plays its usual game, I think they're going to be in good shape. It'll be tough to top what they did the other night, because that game they played with so much intensity. Both teams did.
Yeah.
So much intensity. And Trenton, I mean, we talked about it all night, the way they moved the ball, the way they found each other for layups, the way they got their running game going. I mean, it was a clinic. I give Ewing a credit for hanging in as long as they did with the way Trenton was playing. So, they don't have to play that good tonight, I don't think. I mean, unless Trenton Catholic comes out and just blows the doors off here a little bit.
If they have a great shooting night and they're getting guys open, certainly.
Yeah, the other thing is, too, the other wild card sometimes is foul trouble. If somebody comes out and say you're a little lazy on defense, you don't come out as intense as you should on defense. You get a little lazy, and all of a sudden your guy gets by you, and you reach in and you foul him. And then you do that a couple times, and all of a sudden you're on the bench with 2 fouls in the first half. That's, like I said, that's a wild card. And Trenton they're so deep that, I don't know how much that foul trouble will matter unless like 3 or 4 guys get into it. But there are ways to lose a game like this.
Sure.
It's not impossible. But I really do think that, I don't know, if they were aware of this losing streak, I think they'll be fired up.
Well, Pup has said after a couple of games to you, he had a habit at the end of some of those games coming up to you and kind of making a reference to the pregame interview. And Smiling Abe has given us a nice smile, of course. It's good to see him. We've seen him the last few games now.
Yeah, well, it all comes around. We thought we could stay away from him, avoid him all year. We're just kidding, Abe's mom, who we hope will be watching tonight.
Correct.
Yes, but yeah.
And so he has said there's games that we've circled. There's games and. They lost a tough one in this building before. You wonder if they think about that, even though it's a different opponent. But we get set for tip here from the Iron Palace. We'll take a timeout, and then we'll come back with the tip. Trenton and TCPA, the Battle of Trenton, after this.
The Gator, Jerry Blavitt, inviting you to come on by and experience true traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant at 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You're always welcome at the restaurant. I mean, it's like stepping back in time. You feel like you're dining in South Philadelphia or in New York's Little Italy restaurant. You can start the meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. You choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood, steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The restaurant is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private rooms are available for special affairs, plus we do catering. Remember, the Revere Restaurant, 609-882-6365. Again, that's 609-882-6365. Come on home and experience the true taste of Italy at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Back here at TCPA, starting lineups about to be introduced. Keith Noonan along with Rich Fisher. And they'll start with Trenton, it looks like, on the opposite side of the floor.
And then the Tornadoes will run out between their tunnel of cheerleaders, which always do a great job here at the Iron Palace.
Yes, they do. Antoine Bridget out there. Devontae Hudson coming out. Chris Wilson, averaging 15 this season. He has been a Player of the Year candidate from the word go. He has just been magnificent and a little bit of a surprise. I mean, he played well last year, but not at the level that he is this year.
Right.
Brazil Fields, who was our Italian People's Bakery Player of the Game last game against Ewing, he had 8 points, 8 rebounds, and Brian O'Neill has his certificate today.
Yeah, it's
and Calvin Moore comes out as well.
that was a clumsy ending to that night for us.
Javion Caesar Jones, as well as Isaiah Gore, starting for the Iron Mikes. And Rasan Washington out there as well. And Bryson Whitfield, he's going to be one of the keys, certainly. He's been their best scorer. And then Cale Maxey, a returner from last season, who is not scoring too much. I believe he's only averaging about 6 points per game, but he's key defensively, and he's one of their big guys down low. So we'll see if he could have a nice night tonight. Trenton and TCPA about to do battle here from the Iron Palace. And yeah, Fish, looking around, I mean, you were looking at some of the CVC standings, some of the games that have happened recently, and some surprising results.
Yeah, we'll go into that a little later. But yeah, I mean, we're going to be at a really big game tomorrow night, you and I and the point guard, when Hopewell visits Nottingham. The Bulldogs are surging right into
there you go.
County tournament.
Notre Dame playing well as well.
Yep.
It'll be Wilson doing the tip for Trenton, and looks like Maxey. Officials waiting, and now they're ready. Trenton coming off of probably their biggest win of the year, but the Iron Mikes draw first blood immediately. And a nice bucket by Javion Caesar-Jones. An easy layup off the tip. How about that start?
That's a good start.
Handoff, here's Hudson driving inside. Left-hand layup won't go. Good defense, Washington out of the pack. Gives to Maxey. Maxey loads up and fires, and more good defense this time, Trenton.
Both
Brazil
teams.
Fields nicely done. Ball poked away, but a foul. You're going to get Washington on the foul, and looked like a lot of ball right there. You were saying?
Both teams coming out going 100 miles an hour up and down the court. Bobby Davidson, the other official tonight, along with Smiling Abe.
Good crew we have.
Yes.
Antoine with a swoosh. Gets Trenton on the board, 2-1. 30 seconds in.
Nice crowd here tonight. Really nice crowd.
Yeah.
Even when TCA is not what it usually is, this is a game both teams won. You know, you call it the Battle of Trenton, even though TCA is located in Hamilton, but it kind of is.
In name, I guess only.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, some of these players are from Trenton on
Sure.
TCAs.
Inside,
nice
Gore. Gore will get to the free throw line, got into the lane, and looked like Devontae Hudson will be called for the foul. We'll check that in a moment. Scoreboard is working,
Yes.
which is very, very nice.
Yes. We're missing that the last time a couple times we were here.
It is much easier to, for us at least, to call the game. Selfishly for us.
Yeah, we're the only ones that want the scoreboard up. Nobody else. Coaches don't care.
Gore off on the second, 1 of 2 from the line, 3-2 lead, Iron Mikes. Calvin Moore getting the start tonight. Passes to the near side. Mismatch there. Bridget kicks out. Bailey on the wing, feeds inside, and a nice bucket by Devontae Hudson, who was left all alone in the lane. Trenton with a 4-3 lead. Washington walks it up right side, high and right, dancing around. Now he chisels in, ball's loose, and he gets it stolen away by Moore. Moore rushing up the floor, passes into the corner on a hop, kick to the wing. Wilson lost it. Good defense by the Iron Mikes, ends up in the hands of Trenton. Bridget fires a 3 from the wing, banks it home. He'll take it.
Sure he will.
Little shrug of the shoulders that time from Antoine, who has struggled the last few games shooting, but his passing has been unbelievable and his defense phenomenal.
Yes, sir. Nice pass. Couldn't handle it.
Maxey lost it. Down on the block, Antoine stops, looks at the rim, goes in, got fouled.
Yep.
Definitely some contact there.
Good thing, too, because he got rid of the ball when he was underneath the backboard. It went off the bottom of the backboard.
Well, I think in years past, when he was going really well, I think he would have stopped and shot that, but just because he has struggled a little bit shooting, he passes it up and drives to the hoop and gets a couple of free throws, which he nails the first.
He had a little bit of a tough game the other night. Still finishing double figures.
Right. Perfect from the line that time. 9-3. Just that fast.
Well, Trenton Catholic turned it over 2 straight times in the front court. Trenton converted both times.
Maxey moves in, and that's a charge. Brazil Fields ends up, rather it's Demir Bailey ends up on the ground.
Well, that's 3 straight turnovers now for the Iron Mikes.
Eric Elliott calling out the defense for the Iron Mikes. They could use a stop right here. Yeah, it's one on the wing. Feeds inside. Hudson and 1.
Well, they're turning defense into offense, not the typical way of getting a fast break layup right off the steal, but they're getting turnovers and they're coming down and scoring.
Devontae converts the three-point play. Eric Elliott will take a timeout.
They're also 5 for 5 from the foul line. Getting to the line and getting it done.
It's 12-3. Eric Elliott uses his first. TCPA, located on a beautiful campus here in Hamilton, offers an affordable Catholic education providing outstanding academics in a safe environment where every student can strive and succeed. TCPA is for pre-K through 12th grade and is leading the way with first-rate robotics and STEM education and developing championship sports teams in a first-class facilities. To learn more about TCPA, visit their website, TrentonCatholicPrep.org. That's TrentonCatholicPrep.org. Looking for a new car? Check out the all-new Hyundai of Trenton. All new Hyundai models, pre-owned cars, all types of models. They've got the inventory ready for delivery. Hyundai of Trenton at 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. Don't forget, if you miss any of today's game, read about it in the Trentonian or Trentonian.com. Only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. That's the Trentonian.
All right.
Scrolling through Twitter over there?
No,
oh, okay.
Just killing time while you were.
I always wonder what you do when I'm doing all the work over here.
Doing all the heavy lifting? Hey, you need me to read a spot, pal, I'll read it.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
Yeah.
Maxey straight on, got tripped, and will draw a foul.
Might be nice to give those precious vocal cords of yours a rest.
I would love that.
Well, then you give me the next spot. I'll read it.
Okay, great.
I used to always read the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yes, I did have you do that.
Yes. So what's going on with that?
You're a Hall of Famer.
We haven't even gotten anything on that yet, have we?
I don't know. That's above my pay grade. It's a good question, though.
Well, Joe O'Gorman can fill us in on that.
There
He's on the committee. We're not sure if he's watching his game or not. He tells us to enjoy it on Facebook.
Meanwhile, he's sitting in 80-degree weather.
Yeah, he's sitting there doing nothing. He's telling us to enjoy. A fourth straight turnover for the Iron Mikes.
Tamir Bailey with a steal. Brings it into the front court. Bounce pass. A cross-court pass. Antoine lights up for three, and he missed. Good rebound by Washington. Pushes the pace across the floor. Whitfield lost the ball on the shot. Ball is still loose. And it's out of bounds, and the Tornadoes will gain possession.
5 in a row. You can't do that, Flash, against Trenton. You can't do that against anybody. You really can't do it against Trenton.
Trenton finds a way to make you pay more times than not. And they've done it so far. They're up 12-3, taking advantage of the turnovers. 4:32, first quarter. Pass down on the block. Wilson almost traveled. Outlets it back, and Bailey fires for three. He missed. Wilson puts it back up. How about a third time? And Chris Wilson finally drops one. 14-3. Maxey directing traffic, gets it in. It's deflected. Out of play on Trenton.
You know, if you'd have told me that Trenton has gotten, let's see, 3, 5, 8, has gotten 10 points off of 5 straight Trenton Catholic turnovers, and none of them are transition baskets, layups.
Another steal.
6 straight.
6 straight turnovers.
That one in the
backcourt.
backcourt.
The Iron Mikes.
The other ones were just a result of good, half-court defense by Trenton. This one, a little bit of pressure here in the backcourt.
Looks like a little zone for the Iron Mikes, and they create a takeaway of their own. It's Gore with it into the front court, down by the free throw line. He fires a jump shot, and it's short and comes back and hits him, but he does draw a foul. So 2 shots upcoming for Isaiah Gore.
Did get his arm.
It's kind of the start that Trenton wanted, right? Create those turnovers, have easy buckets.
Absolutely. They have not scored. They haven't gotten a point in the last 3 minutes and change. TCA. Tornadoes have scored 12 straight during that time. Oh, well, that's ended.
Yes, Isaiah just made the free throw, trying again, hits them both. Trenton back with it. 14-5. Antoine passes back with Moore in the front court. Swings it over to the near side. Bailey looking for an outlet. Gets it back to Moore, who moves in. Good pass down on the block. Wilson got blocked away. Long pass across the floor. Hits him in stride. Beautiful pass from Caesar Jones to Tyler Hammond, who scores his first bucket. Trenton moving quickly, though. Antoine looked at a three, and it's blocked away.
That's too
great.
great.
But Antoine with a nice finish, a floating shot. Louis Bertolini
yeah.
in the game for the first time, and
He made a nice defensive play the play before that, too, with Wilson coming through.
did not see Bertolini in any of the prior games that I've done of the Iron Mikes. There's a three, and can't hit Hammond. And then a foul, offensive rebound, so the Iron Mikes will have it.
I don't know if that's Louis Bertolini. It says he's a guard. He's a freshman guard.
Yeah, so they changed the number.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a freshman or a guard.
Correct. So we'll have to see if we can try to find that out. Because like I said, I haven't seen a 15 in the game in any of the games that I've done. So
No.
there must be a change there. So we'll try to get that for you. Tyler Hammond, good pass into the corner. Whitfield for three. Can't hit the triple.
First shot for Whitfield.
Antoine into the corner, falls down with a pass. Wilson chisels in, and he got the layup with the right hand. It's 18-7. Isaiah Gore dribbling in the front court, out on the left wing. Moore on defense. Handoff goes to Whitfield. He drives into the lane. Nobody there, and he converts the layup.
Like a walk in the park. He just sort of slid right by everybody.
Wilson baseline to the rim. Got hit in the head and fouled.
Stay healthy, everybody. Stay healthy.
It's hard contact, and I mean, saw a lot of it in that Ewing game, obviously. And haven't seen Cabe Goss yet tonight for Trenton. And it looked like in warm-ups he wasn't doing much. He was grabbing a few rebounds, so he might be out tonight.
I don't know what's going on, but I had these guys for 10 points, and the scoreboard only has them for 9. Oh, I do know what's going on. when I
Brazil Fields comes in.
never mind.
It's okay. These things happen often. 20-9 the score.
I wish we could swear on the air.
Please don't.
I can always wish.
Jones with it in the front court. Double team, gets away. Pass into the corner. Shot for three. Is way off by Gore. Rebound Wilson. Floats it ahead. Antoine sizes up a three, and he missed it off the front of the rim. Long rebound Fields. Bounce pass baseline. Antoine missed the layup. Going the other way, quickly out of the break. Hammond trying to go coast to coast, and the ball poked away and out of bounds on Moore, who tried to chase after it as it went into the corner.
That was a lot of fast action there. Putting me behind in my statistics.
Looking for the inbound and finally gets it in. Whitfield. Caesar Jones, high screen. Whitfield lost the ball. Hudson with the slam!
With authority.
Whitfield inside. Shot is blocked as he fell down. Wilson with a block. Antoine Hudson, layup just missed. Good defense by the Iron Mikes. Alley-oop try, and the ball deflected and goes out of bounds. Good defense by Trenton to get back. Trenton fans still applauding. their play from that dunk.
Yep. All it takes is a good dunk to get a building vibrating.
That or a three. Both are electric.
Yeah.
35 seconds left in the first quarter. Trenton up 22-9.
Depends on the situation, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Caesar Jones behind the back dribble. Floats it up off the glass, no good. 20 seconds, long pass. Hudson with another one! This time a two-handed flush!
Having some fun.
Early. 24-9, Whitfield, 5 seconds left in the quarter. And a foul with 2 seconds left.
Bad foul.
5 team fouls each.
Yeah, going to be a long second quarter.
Yeah. .3 left. And an offensive foul.
Oh, man.
Looked like Moore ended up on the ground.
Well,
Hammond got called for it.
Eric Elliott has to be frustrated. His team has committed 9 turnovers.
Yeah.
And it hasn't come from that classic Trenton.
1 second. Antoine at the buzzer. Little long.
It hasn't come from that classic pressure. It's just come from a lot of mistakes in the forecourt.
Yep. 24-9 at the end of one from the Iron Palace. Trenton with the lead after one. Take a break and we'll come back right after this.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
This is Angelo Weinerfree, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Back for the second quarter here at TCPA, 24-9. Fish, pretty much what you'd expect for Trenton, but the Iron Mikes, like you just said, 9 turnovers in just that quarter, and they need to clean that up in a hurry if they want to start to climb back in this thing.
Yeah, they sure do. And they're fouling a lot. And Trenton, Trenton 7 for 7 from the foul line in that quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's no other way to look at it. You got to stop the turnovers. And you got to get some rebounds, too. 10-4, Trenton's out rebounding TCPA right now.
That's a problem, too.
Big problem.
Fields steps into a three, and it's way long. Fight for the rebound. Long rebound taken by Jules Davis. The Iron Mikes got fouled. Antoine a little overzealous trying to jump the pass. Tyler Hammond got hammered to the ground.
Hammond hammered?
Yeah, I didn't realize that was going to be the case until I said it.
It just flowed off the tongue there, pal.
Isaiah LaRose is number 15 for Trenton Catholic.
All right.
There you have it. We apologize, folks. Pass to the corner. Shot for three. Connects. Washington. Rather, that was Hammond. My apologies. Tyler Hammond with a three. 24-12. Inside, off a couple of hands, going the other way. Trenton with a turnover.
Eric Elliott running those bodies in there. 8 guys have played already.
Yeah, interesting in a year like this, right, where obviously not the season that they would have liked, but get a lot of guys experience. We've seen teams in the past do that, and it paid out big dividends. Maxey through the contact, gets the layup to fall. 10-point lead now for Trenton. And this Iron Mike's team looks a little revitalized right now. Open three, Bridget down near the corner, missed the shot, tipped out. Davis out of the break, passes, baseline, missed shot by Whitfield. Bridget, good feed, layup good. Devontae Hudson. 26-14. Whitfield dribbling through defenders and looks like a foul. And that's going to be a 1-and-1. Both teams had 6 previous to that foul. So that's the 7th against Trenton.
I'd like to know where Cab Goss is tonight. Haven't seen him play yet.
Yeah, I mentioned that before.
Yeah.
Looked like he was not warming up and just grabbing rebounds. So
okay,
that to me would indicate he's probably out for the night. And like I said, there was you had mentioned it as well, very hard-fought win at Ewing, and there was a couple of different guys that had gone down in that game but continued to play. So you just wonder if this is a night where he's not feeling 100% and they give him the night off. Whitfield, no problem on the first free throw. And he can't make the second one. Trenton has been perfect from the line. Iron Mike's not quite up to the task. Good passing around the perimeter. Bridget straight on three, just missed. Off the left iron. But it falls right into the hands of Wilson. He's on the spot again, and he puts it in.
Yeah, Wilson got an easy one there.
28-15, lots of easy buckets so far for Trenton. High and right, Gore straight on, dribbles through his legs, almost lost it, hands it off into the corner. Maxey now gets it to the wing. Back beyond the arc. Wilson's guarding him. Maxey looking to set something up, keeps it, passes to the corner. Gore passed up the open three, and then he walked.
Yep. Took a couple steps like he was trying to give himself a head start.
Gore comes out of the game. Antoine walks it up. Bridget passes right. Now they're swinging it around. Open three. Little long for Bailey. Rebound, another offensive rebound, and a good pass down low. Bailey missed the shot, and then it's blocked but a foul. Looks like Maxey will get called. Trenton just doing a great job on the boards.
Yes, they are. And they're doing a great job of getting to the line.
17 fouls each now.
Big breath there by Chris Wilson.
Knocks the first one down. .5:17 second quarter. Both good. Trenton remains perfect from the free throw line.
I don't think we've seen a team hit their first 9 free throws at all this year.
I don't think so either. Bailey on the ball. Caesar Jones dribbling left into the front court and finds Whitfield down to the baseline. Pass into the paint. Maxey can't handle it. They get tied up, him and Antoine Bridget. And it's Iron Mike's ball. Davis will inbound. Trenton so good defensively. And pass intercepted. Hudson spins into the paint, lost it. Into the corner, Bridget tries a three. In and out, then back in.
Yep. How do you do?
Whitfield out of control, got fouled as he went to the line. And they're going to call that on Whitfield for an offensive foul. And a timeout, Eric Elliott. 33-15 the score.
Largest lead of the night for the Tornadoes.
Make your New Year's resolution to stay in shape and stay healthy at your neighborhood capital area YMCA. 359 Pennington Avenue in Trenton. Adults, senior citizens, your hometown capital area YMCA offers fitness classes to meet your goals with convenient hours. They have all types of classes, and they have state-of-the-art workout equipment. To check them out, visit their website, capitalymca.org, capitalymca.org, 359 Pennington Avenue in Trenton.
I thought I was going to read that.
Yeah. Why don't you take over?
Okay. Oh, ITP. IPB. Italian People's Bakery is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell that homemade bread made daily or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery, located on 63 Butler Street, is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon, or any other day for that matter, and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. I missed the basket. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg, the Italian People's Bakery, since 1936.
That was Washington with the last basket.
Thank you, my
travel
friend.
On Trenton. I have you.
Yeah, you were actually telling that to the audience, not me.
Both.
The true professional, the consummate professional.
That's it. Davis tries to get around Fields. And trying to thread the needle, but it's stolen away by Bailey. Bailey with a couple of steals tonight.
He double dribbled there.
Yes, he did, but he stutter steps into the lane and scores anyhow. 35-17. See if the Iron Mikes can start to get something going. They've just turned it over way too much tonight.
13 times, pal.
Washington on the drive, and ball went out of play. Pub Young saying it got deflected. Smiling Abe going over. Not sure what kind of angle he had on that, but we'll see. And looks like it's staying with the same call. Kicks into the corner, out of the wing. Davis thought about a shot, pumped, and now fires, and it's knocked away, stolen away again. Bailey, another layup. This time he missed it, but Hudson there to clean it up. He tipped it back up off the glass and in. Inbound swatted away by Bridget.
These guys are not looking. They're not having a letdown.
No.
Not even close.
Not so far. And they've seemingly been the best in the third quarter. From the games that we've done, they have been phenomenal in the third quarter.
Right.
Trenton has. They've come out on fire. Sometimes it's been that first half that they couldn't really get a lot going, and Whitfield finds an open man. Shot for three is drained by Rashawn Washington. 37-20. Trenton with the lead. And again, similar game, the game that they lost right here in this building. They were up about this much at the half.
Yeah.
So they cannot
That will be talked
concede.
about at halftime, I'm
Yes.
sure.
Antoine, elbow jump shot, it's short. Fight for the rebound. Out on Trenton Catholic, and Javion Caesar Jones wanted a foul. Bridget looking to set up a play in the front court. Chest passes around. Trying to decipher the 2-3 zone. Good screen, a pass, down to the block, and Wilson through contact, floats it up and good.
Well, that was nice.
39-20. Washington.
Wilson with a dozen.
Having another phenomenal game. Gore chisels his way in, go off the glass, good. Thought there was going to be a foul. Instead, Trenton looked like they were out of bounds there. Bridget from the free throw line.
Oh.
Got it.
Shooter's bounce.
You know what they call that, Fish? The shooter's touch.
I said shooter's bounce.
Correct.
Thanks.
Well, they both go, I think.
Yeah, they're both good, yeah.
Gore getting pressured on the right wing. He's triple teamed.
That was the Bermuda Triangle. You dribble over there, 3 black jerseys all around you. Turnover number 15.
Tyler Hammond back in for the Iron Mikes.
How about this? Trenton, 3 players have all but 2 of their points. 3 players have 39 points. Demir Bailey, the only other guy that has 2 points.
Huh.
Hudson, Bridget, and Wilson with all the scoring.
Minute 25 left in the second. Bailey, that's a 3, and that one's good. 44-22. Maxey walking it up. Hudson on him. Deep in the front court. Maxey, nice move to get around him. Good pass, and Caesar Jones now gets tied up. Kicks it out. Washington, floating shot in the lane, doesn't get the roll. Saved by Hammond, and the possession stays alive. Washington launches a 3. It's good. Washington with a nice triple.
Yeah, he's heating up here in the second. He got 8 points and a couple of 3-pointers here in the second quarter.
Bridget waiting. Chris Wilson was thinking about a screen. Some pressure by the Iron Mikes. 19 seconds. 15 seconds. They'll wait till probably about 7. 9. There's 7. Antoine got it poked away. 4 seconds left. Wilson for 3. Got it!
Wow.
And that's the buzzer. And that's the first half.
Bridget, nice job of keeping his composure there. The ball got tipped away, and he hung with it, kept on it, and then alertly found an open Wilson up alone by the perimeter, and Trenton goes into the halftime with it matches its biggest lead at 22 points, 47-25.
All Trenton this first half, 47-25. Take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll talk about it at the break right after this on WBCB.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
It's a new year at Team Toyota, and we're still here for you. With new Toyota models arriving weekly with no markups above MSRP. And with selection. With over 200 certified Toyotas and used cars for every budget, you can drive one home today. And with service. Check out our seasonal specials that will save you time and money. So Happy New Year. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills, or at teamtoyota.net.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
The Gator, Jerry Blavitt, inviting you to come on by and experience true traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant at 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You're always welcome at the restaurant. I mean, it's like stepping back in time. You feel like you're dining in South Philadelphia or in New York's Little Italy restaurant. You can start the meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. You choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood, steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The restaurant is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private rooms are available for special affairs, plus we do catering. Remember, the Revere Restaurant, 609-882-6365. Again, that's 609-882-6365. Come on home and experience the true taste of Italy at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! Hi, Merrill Reese for Capital Health, reminding you that the former St. Francis Medical Center is now Capital Health East, and they still offer a 24/7 emergency department as well as outpatient medical clinic services. To enter the emergency department and outpatient clinic, please use the Burt Avenue entrance. Capital Health, proud to be a partner for better health in our state's capital, Trenton, New Jersey.
This is Angelo Onifree, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all of our Mercer County student athletes the best of luck, and also urge parents to stay involved in your children's school activities. Extracurricular events are a great way to keep your sons and daughters focused, and it does not have to be athletics. They can be involved with the drama club, the school band, even the debate team. An involved student today has a brighter future tomorrow. This message is brought to you by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBSports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Welcome back to the Iron Palace. Keith Noonan alongside Rich Fisher. Halftime here with Trenton leading TCPA by a score of 47-25. Fish, I mean, the stats that you're about to tell us, you'll pretty much give the blueprint of how that happened.
Yeah.
But I mean,
yeah, they say sometimes stats can be deceiving. Not today.
Not tonight. No.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, what did we say the other day with the Ewing-Trenton game? The key to the game is limit your turnovers and get the rebounds. Well, tonight, Trenton is putting on a clinic with that. They have committed just 3 turnovers, out-rebounded the Iron Mikes 15-7, and TCPA has 15 turnovers in this game. So when you're committing 15 turnovers and you're getting out-rebounded double, you're going to be down 22 points at the half, and that's exactly what happened. And the amazing thing is, you tell somebody that TCPA has committed 15 turnovers, and you'd say, man, Trenton must be pressing them out of the gym. No. I don't know if any of these turnovers came out actually. I don't even know if Trenton's pressed tonight.
Well, there's been a couple of those inbound plays that Trenton has stolen, and that's been in the backcourt. So I guess that counts.
Yeah, but
no, they have not.
of these
Correct. They have not been
in the half-court
backcourt
defense.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, let's run through the scoring real quick. Trenton just 4 guys scoring. Antoine Bridget 17, Devontae Hudson 13, Chris Wilson 12 and 6 rebounds, and Demir Bailey 5 points. Tornadoes shooting 17 for 30. That's good. And they are 9 for 9 from the free throw line. The Iron
That's
Mikes,
also good.
Yeah, that's really good. Mikes are led by Rasan Washington, who had all 8 of his points in the second quarter. Tyler Hammond, Isaiah Gore with 5 points each. Bryson Whitfield with 3. That's another problem that TCPA has to get him going. Cal Maxey and Javion Cesar Jones with 2 points apiece. I mean, the Iron Mikes shot 6 for 9 in the quarter, shooting 9 for 16 for the game, 4 for 6 from the line, but 16 shots. Trenton has 30 shots. So that's what happens when you commit 15 turnovers.
Right.
You know, if the Iron Mikes don't start getting some boards, and if they just keep giving the ball away, you're just going to see more of the same in this second half.
You're right. It's going to be a longer second half than it was the first one.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing, too, though, Fish, is 11 assists for Trenton. I mean, they're playing well.
Wow, you keep assists?
No, I don't, but we've got somebody that does.
Nice.
How about that?
There you go, 11 assists. That's awesome.
That is pretty good.
I'd like to know how many assists they had the other night against Ewing.
Oh,
I mean, it's
especially towards the end of that game.
They're doing a lot of that. The same thing tonight. I'll tell you what, their interior passing has been really good. In the lane, it looks like they got a layup, and they just flip it to an open guy for a more open layup, and here we go. We're underway.
Starting the second half, Hudson, good bounce pass, skips it across to Wilson down in the block, but he missed. And Isaiah Gore ahead of the field with a nice layup.
Well, that's what you need to do if you're trying to mount a comeback. You got to score early and often in the first half, and there's a foul.
That there is.
Yeah, Brazil Fields wasn't happy with that. Kind of got up grimacing.
Well, I wonder, up this big, I mean, obviously we know the answer. Pup Young's not going to take that type of defense off, that kind of pressure off.
Well, like you said, after remembering what happened in this building a couple of weeks ago, I mean, there's no.
Antoine for 3, a little short. Maxey fights for the rebound. Ball is loose near center court, picked up by Gore. Good pass, and the finish for Washington. Trenton, though, will move quickly. Wilson into the paint. Tries to get it to Hudson, but it's out of bounds on him. Couldn't collect the pass. Trenton a little sloppy out of the gate here.
I'd say, yeah. I mean, it's probably a blessing that this game is that other loss came in this building, because now you can say he can actually use those words. Remember when we were in this building last time? Although right now it doesn't look like they're remembering it. They come out with.
They might not have said it.
Yeah, maybe he didn't. Maybe he forgot.
I don't suspect Darryl Pup Young is that kind of guy that would forget so quickly.
You heard him. He remembers that game in '86. They wanted to beat Ewing.
Exactly. I mean, that was the first thing out of his mouth was,
yeah.
Oh, 86 fish.
We got him.
And another turnover. That one just a sloppy pass by Caesar Jones.
Yeah. And that's TCPA can't afford. They don't have the luxury to afford that right now. They have to come down when they get a chance to dent into that lead even more. They got to do it. You know,
Calvin Moore hasn't shot much.
Oh, look at that!
Good pass, and
he
Wilson got it blocked. Gets a second opportunity, and he puts it in.
Who's more relentless than Wilson at following his own missed shots?
I don't know.
Okay, all right. Check
I really
on that
don't,
for me, will you?
Yeah, because that's a walk. Isaiah Gore, there's too much pressure around him.
Mm-hmm. Actually, a few of these Trenton guys are pretty tough with that stuff. Devontae does it a lot.
You don't see a lot of Trenton players shooting and then not following their shot.
No.
And that has been a common thing over the last decade where players, especially with the three, great passing by Trenton and dissecting the defense, and Hudson the beneficiary with a layup. Especially when the game has gone to so many threes, a lot of guys shoot it and then they run the opposite way.
I would say that's longer than the past decade, Flash.
Oh, okay.
That's been going on. Oh, man. I mean, for my entire life, I can hear in my head, follow your shot, followed by a curse word.
Well, why are they saying that? Because you weren't following the shot.
I'm not talking about me. I'm just talking about coaches yelling to anybody.
But I'm saying players didn't necessarily buy into that.
No, that's what I mean.
Right.
Coaches are always going to follow your shot to other players. Not me. I always followed my shot because I knew it was going to be a miss. Yeah, too many guys shoot that three and step back to admire it, and it doesn't go in.
Trenton quite the opposite. They chase after it.
You can get so many extra points that way.
Maxey trying to work off the screen into the paint. A floating shot with the right hand won't go. Tipped out to Washington. And a foul called on Bridget.
I'll tell you, Maxey likes to penetrate. Likes to penetrate and either take it all the way or kick it.
And if I remember correctly, he had a lot of quality minutes last year for this team, obviously with a great team around him. But this year, obviously much different. There's been a lot of turnover. And like you said off the top, this team does have talent. And just about piecing it together, they just have succumbed to some of the pressure that Trenton has put on them on defense.
Right, and a lot of young guys.
Yes.
I mean,
this team is going to be good for years to come, I think, based on their youth. Trenton swinging it around. Bailey drives right in and puts it in. Nobody near him.
He saw that baseline and just said, whoa. There's some free pickings.
53-31 Trenton. Caesar Jones passes out, not beyond the arc. Whitfield gives off. Gore.
Let me tell you something. We talk about Antoine Bridget. The job Devontae Jones is doing, now they switched off.
Shot for three. Another one drops for Washington.
The job Devontae Hudson's doing. I was having a flashback to Dante Jones. He is making it tough for Whitfield to even get the ball.
Missed shot from in close by Hudson. Long pass. Gore chases it down and finishes. Great finish by Isaiah Gore.
Absolutely.
3 minutes, 33 seconds.
17.
Third quarter.
This is the closest they've been in a while.
Antoine kicks to the corner, drive inside, spins. Bailey can't quite get the shot to fall, though. Rebound Whitfield. He's up the floor quickly. He gets into the lane, and he scores with a layup. Nobody touched him.
Well, they need a little more of that. A little more Whitfield action. He's gotten the rebound, the defensive board the last 2 times down. That time he just got it and said, all right, let me make something happen here. And hey, 15. 15's not insurmountable.
Calvin Moore, crossover, fires it up, and in and out. Hudson grabs a rebound, puts it back, and count it.
Yeah, see, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't play good D, force a miss, and then have the guy put it back up.
And then foul him.
And then foul him, yeah. Yes, sir.
.251 third quarter. And then we'll see Isaiah LaRose come back in. Just the second time he's been checked in. And with his size,
yeah,
I would think he can counteract some of the things that are going on rebounding and otherwise. But he has not played much.
A little flash of play there in the first half. No pun intended there, pal.
Foul, I believe, on line violation?
Lane
violation, yeah.
Huh.
Trenton with a substitute, Tamir Fennell. Chris Wilson will come out. He's played a fabulous game. Hudson missed them both, gets the ball back in his hands, puts it up, and he missed. Whitfield turns on the speed. Bounce pass to the corner, shot for 3. It is short by Hammond. Hudson with another rebound. Calvin Moore almost carried, almost lost the ball. Gore is on him in the front court, passes right. Bailey down on the block. Fennell has the mismatch, and he got fouled. He had Hammond down there defending him with his back to the basket. And when you have that height advantage, you're going to take him every time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trenton with the inbound, left wide open. Shot for 3, just missed. Bailey fired it up. Another chance for Trenton. Good pass by Hudson. Moore can't connect.
Look at Hudson.
Fennell gets denied. Another block by LaRose. Now Moore has Rose one-on-one. But he's not taking him to the hoop.
No.
And another foul. Fennell picking up another foul against him, and I think they're going to get that one on Tyler Hammond. He's creating all kinds of problems down there.
Fennell, the foul drawer.
Hudson at the free throw line, tries to thread the needle.
That could be a new role. Yeah, he's our shooter, he's our ball handler, he's our foul drawer. Think that'll catch on?
Another corner 3. This time it's put in by Tamir Bailey. And Pump Young takes a timeout, of course.
Oh, my
He's
goodness.
on the floor calling timeout. And, of course, you have to make a 3. Otherwise, he's not allowed to call a timeout.
We got to sit in a room with him one day and discuss this timeout strategy.
He gets it to a 20-point lead. His team makes a 3. He needs a timeout.
Timeout.
There's a lot of things that he needs to talk about.
Maybe that's when he feels comfortable with that lead. He's discussing dinner plans with the fellas. All right, after this, we're going out for some pizza. Oh, hey, there's another spot I get to read. Make your New Year's resolution. Stop laughing. Make your New Year's resolution to stay in shape and to stay healthy at your neighborhood capital area YMCA, 359 Pennington Avenue in Trenton. Adults and senior citizens, your hometown capital area YMCA offers fitness classes to meet your goals with convenient hours, even for those who work. Yoga classes, silver sneakers programs, total body fitness classes, my favorite, spin and stretch classes, even hip-hop step classes, my second favorite.
Yes.
The Capital Area YMCA all has state-of-the-art workout equipment. For more information on their classes and wellness center, visit capitalymca.org. That's capitalymca.org. Your hometown Capital Area YMCA at 359 Pennington Avenue in Trenton, offering you a better and healthier lifestyle in 2023.
I got to see Fish in those hip-hop classes.
Oh, you ought to see
at the YMCA over there.
Oh, man.
Washington to the line. If you miss any of tonight's game, read about it in the Trentonian or Trentonian.com. Only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It is the Trentonian.
If Soul Train was still on, I'd be on that show so fast with those hip hop moves.
You're very confident. I like that.
Yeah, well, it's always confident. It's always good to be confident when you live in a dream world.
I guess when it's fantasy, it's good to be confident.
Yeah. Reminds me of a line that Frazier said to Cliff Clavin one time in Cheers.
Yeah.
You ever watch Cheers?
No.
Cliffy was saying something
I
about.
have heard it was a good show, though.
He said something about how if Sam Malone didn't pick up this girl, she would have been in Cliffy's feel-good center or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
Frazier looks at him and he goes, Cliff, how long has it taken you to develop this little world that you live in all by yourself? Yeah, you had to hear Frazier say it. Well, you're not a fan of the show, so.
Well, I haven't seen it, no.
Yeah, so if you knew the characters more, you'd be on the floor right now laughing.
There you go. I'm sure somebody at home got it.
Let's hope. Either that or I want the last 35 seconds of my life back.
58-40. Trenton back with the ball. Minute and 20. Third quarter. Handoff Wilson, and he had an open three there. LaRose was on him. Whitfield on Hudson. Handoff out on the left wing, Bridget. Now back up top straight on. Wilson going back into a set, it looks like, offensively. And now Antoine with a nice pass, but got deflected by Whitfield as Hudson.
Well, Hudson made a nice move
was
going
planning
up
on another dunk.
He went in a nice move going up for the reverse shot, but he just didn't have the ball.
Correct.
He followed through with the whole thing.
Look good from here. 59 seconds to go, third quarter. Good find, Hudson. Tough shot, missed it off the glass. And all the way coast to coast, laying good by Hammond. I will tell you, the scoreboard shows that Trenton is dominating this game, and they are. But this Trenton Catholic team, for no short of effort, I mean, they are hustling on everything. Calvin Moore with a bucket.
Yeah, I mean, they're still hanging in.
Tipped up. Wilson takes it away from LaRose. Inside, Antoine got fouled as he hit the ground hard, and we'll see if it was LaRose who blocked that shot or if they're going to get Jules Davis on the foul.
I mean, look, these guys know each other. These guys have grown up playing against each other. They, you know, it's like this is still on the playground, and when you're on the playground, you're not stopping playing. You just keep going. So there's not going to be any slack off, that's for sure.
Antoine. Oh, my.
Well, you're 9 for 9. Your first miss might as well be an air ball.
That's how you
Oh,
rationalize
wait a minute.
that?
No, they weren't. Devontae missed one earlier.
He did, yes.
So, okay.
He stopped the streak, if you will.
Yeah. Now they've started a new streak. 2 in a row misses. 3 in a row misses.
Yeah. Ball knocked off of Whitfield, and he goes up into the seats to try to grab it, but it's out of play.
A little bit of fire under Whitfield this third quarter. He's been.
He is so quick. I
pretty
didn't
active.
even notice how fast he was until he got a couple of those fast breaks. I mean, he was beating everybody.
He's only got 2 points
Yeah.
in the quarter, but he's rebounding and everything else.
Defense.
Been pretty good.
Some Trenton fans on their feet. 8 seconds left in the quarter.
Ooh, I thought he was
Moore
gonna take
behind the
him.
back dribble. Takes him inside. Kick to the corner. Wilson got it again. Wilson back-to-back quarters. Hits a 3 at the buzzer.
Wow.
63-42. Trenton lead going to the fourth.
Jeez, oh man. I'll tell you what, they work on that play. They must work on that play a lot because several times now they kind of penetrate, draw the defense in, and there's Chris Wilson standing outside, the guy you think is going to be in there, and he just calmly swooshes it.
Fourth quarter coming your way from the Iron Palace right after this.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Back for the fourth quarter. Keith Noonan, Rich Fisher with you. And just a quick reminder before we start the fourth quarter, Fish and I will be at Robbinsville on Saturday for the Capital City Cancer Classic. And don't forget, Robbinsville will take on Snyder, 2 p.m. So just a reminder for folks who might want to tune in for that. It's a great cause. And thanks to Joe Richardson for everything he does, a friend of the program. So appreciate that.
We love Joe.
63-42 as we get going fourth quarter. See what the Iron Mikes can piece together, and they piece together a turnover immediately. Bridget passes backwards into the lane. Hudson missed the layup. Ball batted up in the air. Washington one-on-one with Moore, and he missed the layup, and a travel called as LaRose fell down as he grabbed it.
Is Joe here tonight? He's usually at these
I
Trenton
don't
games.
know.
I
He
haven't
shot
seen
me
him.
a text, but he didn't say he was here.
Oh, okay.
Usually I see him and he stops by.
Yeah,
when
he
he's
usually
here,
stops
so.
by and says hello.
Down in the block. And Hudson thought he kept it in bounds, but he didn't. Foot was on the line, going the other way.
So we got 3 guys on Trenton. Bridget, Hudson, Wilson with 17 points. And Washington with 17 for the Iron Mikes. Having a nice game.
Yeah.
17 points, 4 rebounds.
Out of control. Hammond turns it over. Bridget lays it in. Didn't use the glass a whole lot. Almost missed.
I guess Bridget probably can't dunk. A little too
I
short.
don't think he can. I think he certainly got up as high as he could there.
Yeah. He was probably going up there saying, I wish I could
He was
dunk."
close.
Yeah.
Washington, good defense. Antoine clapping it up. Passes to the far side. Shot for 3. In and out. Rebound, put back up. It was Hammond that launched that one up and then out of bounds. Looks like on the Mikes. Trenton looking for their 20th win with only 1 loss this season, and it came here a couple of weeks ago. Devontae Hudson hustling over. Devontae's basically played every minute of this game pretty much.
Yeah.
Does not look tired at all.
No.
I mean, look at him hustle down the floor.
Yeah, you're right.
The way
You
he
are right.
hustled to get that, to take the inbound, and nothing was even, there was no urgency there, and he hustled all the way over.
Yeah, that's a great point. You love to see that.
Endless motor.
Yeah, you just love to see that.
Trenton turns it over. Lob pass into Whitfield. Whitfield, nice find. Davis got fouled. Moore going to pick up the foul.
Bobby Davidson. we like Bobby now ever since that one game where he came over to tell us what was going on.
He's a nice guy.
At the scores table.
And he's a good official, too.
Yeah.
And, of course, the
Smiling
Smiling Ape
one.
is just incredible.
How do I call him just incredible? Sorry,
Well, that's why I did it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the way I feel about it. You can speak for yourself. I've learned never to speak for you. Bridget for three. It's the back iron, but three tornadoes right there to grab the rebound.
That's 9 for Hudson, 9 boards.
Pull-up jump shot. Bridget knocks it down. And, of course, Darrell Young takes a full timeout.
Yeah, of course.
Have to score. You have to score.
Antoine Bridget now with 21.
If you miss any of tonight's action, read about it in the Trentonian or Trentonian.com. Only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It is the Trentonian. TCPA, located on a beautiful campus here in Hamilton, offers an affordable Catholic education, providing outstanding academics in a safe environment where every student can strive and succeed. TCPA offers pre-K through 12th grade and is leading the way with first-rate robotics and STEM education while developing championship sports teams and first-class facilities. To learn more about TCPA, visit their website, TrentonCatholicPrep.org. That's TrentonCatholicPrep.org. Check out the Italian People's Bakery, 63 Butler Street, place to go for the rolls, deli meats, and the pastries. You could also go to the Italian People's for the best hoagies, finest dessert trays for any get-together. They offer catering, and it's the Italian People's Bakery since 1936.
You know, we never did get a chance to get to it, but talking about the county tournament, it looks like the odd team out here is probably going to be Hightstown, who has just really started reeling.
Yeah.
And
Don DeLeo had said before they played Trenton that he felt that they might not get in, and
well, they're 9-12 now.
Yeah. They were, I think, 500 at that time. Good shot by Maxey right from the free throw line. Good jump shot.
I mean, it looks like there'll probably be 3 in from the Colonial and 5 in from the Valley.
Bailey out on the right wing, lobs it down low, spinning inside, and a travel. Amal Boyer in the game for the first time for Trenton, and he traveled that time. Iron Mike's with it. Walking it up is Davis. Davis moves inside, hop step, and he will get to the free throw line.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you got Ewing at 17-2, Hamilton and Robbinsville each at 13-7, Nottingham at 14-6, and then Hopewell at 9-8. Trenton 19-1, Notre Dame 13-7, West Windsor South 12-9. They're probably, you know, do they? But they're not doing it on by record, so they're going to talk about it a little bit. I think
who's in the discussion?
Well, probably Pennington as far as a prep school goes, but their best player is one of those extra year guys, so he wouldn't even be able to play.
Davis 1 of 2. Well, that's interesting. That's a wrinkle.
Well, you know.
Bridget out on the wing, shot for 3. Nothing but net. 70-46, Old Trenton.
25 for the Twan. 4 3-pointers.
Inside Gore, good move, trying to get his own layup after the missed shot, But Devontae almost falls out of bounds and gets it in. Calvin Moore into the corner.
That gives Devontae a double-double.
Bailey walked. Traveled down to the baseline.
17 and 10 for Devontae Hudson tonight. Thought Chris Wilson would get a double-double. He had the points at half, and he had 7 rebounds. I don't think he's gotten a rebound this half. I haven't seen him much.
Joe Richardson says he has grandson duties tonight.
Ah,
but he's
Big
tuned
Joe, okay.
in. That is well worth it, my friend.
So he'll be tired tomorrow night when he shows up.
Probably, yes.
Chasing the grandkids around.
Yes.
Keeps you in shape, Joe. Keeps you in shape.
Drive to the hoop, and Gore got hit. 2 shots upcoming.
This game's slowing down a little bit with all these foul shots. I mean, the outcome is not in doubt.
For the way that Trenton plays, very aggressively on defense. Brazil Field comes out. Quadir Dixon in the game for Trenton.
Let me tell you, and that's why this team is going to be a dangerous team in the States. Because
Yes,
they play
talk to me.
defense. Because
Exactly.
they play defense.
Yep.
And like you said, they do things like follow their shots and make sure they get the second shots and things like that.
There's no team better that I've seen in Mercer County.
This is, by the way, this is 25 for Antoine Bridget, is a season high.
Yeah, he has played very, very well tonight.
Let me see. Okay, he had 29 last year against West Windsor North. So not a career high, but a season high.
Under 4 minutes left. Antoine looking for more.
Yeah.
Moves in. Kicks out. Lost ball out of play, and it will be TCPA with possession.
And the other thing, too, that's going to make them dangerous is the cohesion on this team from these seniors. All haven't played varsity together. Not all of them, but a good portion of them coming up through the ranks together. You know, they're used to each other. That really helps when you get to these games. But look, it all starts on defense. Anybody will tell you that.
And especially because they have not been the best shooting team Trenton has this year. They've been able to win games just scratching out 40, 45 points.
Right.
And their defense is so good that it doesn't matter. They still win the game.
Right.
I mean, prime example is Hamilton West dictated that pace of that game a couple of weeks ago, trying to unseat them when they were still undefeated. And Trenton was able to just do enough and inch by scoring 34 points, and they won the game.
Right. I mean, this is no disrespect to, oh man, not 2 more foul shots.
Gore back to the line.
No disrespect to Newark Eastside, but the only team to beat Trenton this year was itself. They just blew up in that second half. Now, look, Newark Eastside was good enough to take advantage of it. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying they didn't deserve to win that game.
No, they made plays down the stretch, and they won it.
But
Yep.
Trenton opened the door for them, and they took advantage of it.
Other teams have yet to do it and capitalize on enough Trenton mistakes. Calvin Moore, jump shot, just missed on the baseline. Tipped out. Antoine, floater, short. Antoine gets it back somehow, puts it up again and scores.
Oh, man.
He's got 27 now.
Yes, he does.
How about that? A couple more rebounds, too.
Yeah.
Pad the stats a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Long pass across court. Washington short on the triple. 2:38 left in this one. Trenton going to win their 20th game of the season.
26-15 rebounding advantage for Trenton in this game.
That's another big key stat. It's just domination all the way around.
Yeah, and I mean,
for the Tornadoes, they had no letdown at all.
TCPA cut back the turnovers in the second half, but they still finished with, well, didn't finish, but they're up to 19 now.
Washington comes out. Maxey comes out. But some of the starters still left in there.
What are you two doing?
Brand giving me signals. Oh, and Bridget hitting another floater.
Well, now I got to go back and look and see if that 29 was his career high. Like, my goodness. Well, let's see. He had 29.
Why did Antoine play so well tonight? Now I got to look back. Shot for three. Whitfield missed it. Good rebound by Fennell.
Actually,
long pass. Hudson. Layup good. Monte Hudson in that first quarter had a couple of slams. Thought he might take another one there, but passed it up. LaRose, he fires a three. He missed. Rebound goes to the opposite side of the rim. Gore picks it up, missed the shot on the comeback. And Trenton out of the break. Antoine, layup good.
well, I'm pretty sure that's a career high unless he went off for 30 in his sophomore year. I haven't got a chance to check that yet, but that's 31. He had 29 twice last year, once against Trenton Catholic. How about that?
Phenomenal. Great player, and he quietly, as they fight for the ball, is inching closer and closer to 1,000 points for his career.
Yeah, he should be getting there.
He was well into the 800 mark a couple of games ago, so he's probably less than 100 away. Probably way less than 100 away. He might be about 50 away now. So we'll check in with that.
Somehow this isn't letting me go back to his sophomore year, but I don't think as a sophomore he got.
See if Antoine, who's still in the game, by the way, I mean, 78-49, some of the starters still in there. But Antoine has played so well, I guess, that keep him out there. Bridget spins, gives off. Fennell, long jump shot, way long and off the glass. Under a minute left.
Well, he only had 115 points as a sophomore. So I'm going to say he did not. No, he had. Now, this is definitely a career high 31 for Antoine Bridget.
LaRose missed the three. Good putback by Gore. 30 seconds left, and this should pretty much do it. Bridget fires a pass up court. And Trenton, some fans having a nice time up there, clapping and dancing around, and why not? The Tornadoes dominated this game from the tip. And they're going to have a 78-51 win, notching their 20th of the season as the buzzer sounds. Trenton now 20-1 on the campaign. I mean, just what a season they're having, and ultimately MCT's coming up, Fish, but here at the Iron Palace, they take down their rival for the first time in, what, 9 years? Yeah.
10 years. 2013 was the last time they did it, and they did it with authority. And I think Antoine had 30 tonight, not 31. I'm going to have to go back and check that. But
either way, it's more than 29.
Yeah, it's definitely a career high. I think he had every point in this. No, Hudson had 2 points, and Antoine had the other 13. So, yeah, he's got 30, not 31. But either way, it is a career high. Beat his career high by 1. Congratulations to him. And, yeah, I mean, Trenton doesn't seem to – they don't seem to be taking any nights off now. I mean, I think they learned from that Northeast side game, and I think they're just going to keep rolling now. I mean, they're feeling it. They have Princeton tomorrow night, and then that'll be a great game next week with St. Thomas Aquinas.
Oh yeah.
So we will see. All right, buddy, I'm going home to have some enchiladas.
All right, Fish. Good job. See you tomorrow. And tomorrow, got a couple of games. Hopewell at Nottingham. We will talk to you 5:30 with the pregame show from Nottingham. So looking forward to that. But Trenton with a very solid win here at the Iron Palace, 78-51. Thanks to Brianne O'Neill, thanks to Ryan Baxter, thanks to Jordan Hirsch for being here, all of our crew here, and thanks to the sponsors, Capital Health System, Haldeman Ford Subaru, New Jersey Education Association, the Revere Restaurant, Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, Team Toyota, Trenton Catholic Academy, and again, you can go to TrentonCatholicPrep.org. That's TrentonCatholicPrep.org to check them out online. And also Hyundai of Trenton, Capital Area YMCA, the Trentonian, the Italian People's Bakery, Mako and Ewing, and Saul Funeral Homes. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. For my broadcast partner, Rich Fisher, this is Keith Noonan saying so long, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Trenton with the win, 78-51 here at the Iron Palace, right here on the WBCB Sports Network.